G'day, Richard here from UTB. Today we're going to have a look at a great new feature in Google Docs called Smart Chips. Now Smart Chips are pretty simple. What we do is if we want to insert one of them, we just type in the ampersand or the @ Now if we want to include a person, or it could be yourself or one of your colleagues, it should bring up ones that you've used recently. Otherwise you can go and expand it here and it'll look in all the recently sent ones. So here I'm going to send it to Rachel and it drops her in there. Now so there's all sorts of things I can do with this. I can send an email directly to her, text, video call, or even schedule an event. Now, and I can automatically share that document with anybody who I insert with a smart chip. Now this is not just limited to inserting people, we can also put other things in there as well. So I'm going to do another smart chip. This time we're going to drop in a drop down. Now if I go to new drop down, I can go and customize this field. It gives you 4 by default, but there's no reason that you can't go and add more in there as well. We can also color code them. So if I come in here, for example, and let's say I want to add some ESL scores for particular students. So we can have that very finite list of items that they could have achieved. And we might start that with a less than 2B. And let's make this one a bright red, and if they get 2B, we can change that to be, and let's say orange is going to be a 2P, and so on and so forth. And you can continue to add those ones in. So I'm going to save that, and now we can see that we can go through and select these different options. Alright, let's do one more. Again, Shift and 2 will bring in the smart chips with that ampersand. We then go, this is one of my favorites, add some meeting notes. Now it's going to look at your Gmail calendar. I'm going to go to this coffee time and tips, and it drops in all the information, all the attendees, or in this particular case it was a group of attendees, as well as the notes and action items. And you can use this to take the minutes of your team meetings. Done. So now if I was to share this document with Rachel, she can see that she's got it as an action point, and as soon as she clicks that, it crosses it out for her, so she's remembered to bring cake for the next meeting. The final one that we're going to look at today, I might just delete all of this for the moment. And the final one, I think I'll get rid of that one as well, that we're going to look at, again, Shift and 2, it brings it up, and this draft email. I love this one. It gives you your email here. If you're using Gmail, and most schools are, it works really, really well. Again, we can drop in our smart chips into here. So we're actually using a smart chip within a smart chip. We can put in all our recipients, whether they're 2CC or blind carbon copies as well. Subject, alright. Now, one of the cool things about doing or writing up your emails in Google Docs, it allows you to use the full spell checking, and if you've got Grammarly installed as well, that works perfectly as well. Let's just cool. So again, you can see the underlines come up. Next week it's possessive, so we're going to have that apostrophe in there. Hi Rach, let's put a comma in there. We're getting all these little errors come up. Don't forget is one word. So once you've typed out your email address, put in your recipients and your subject, gone through and made any edits using the spell check and grammar check, you can then click on the little M that sits discreetly to the left, and what that's going to do is import all of that content into the relevant fields in your Gmail. And when you're ready, you can just go ahead and hit send. We won't do that. So those are the smart chips in a nutshell. Have a play with them, and hopefully you'll love them as much as I do. Richard from UTB.